welcome back. And we still talking about tourism with Dr. Yehia. And sir, before we had the old propaganda like Egypt is beautiful, come and visit Egypt and everything here is nice, but life is moving on and technology is becoming advanced every day. So what are the new ideas out of the box that attracts tourism to Egypt?
Well, actually, not only to Egypt, but worldwide, for one of the areas which really we didn't invest in and capitalize on, which is like gastronomy. Because Egyptian cuisine is very famous and worldwide, you know, many visitors like throughout history, you know, like since the French campaign and before, they come and they like, you know, like intellectual heritage, you know, like which is food, fashion, music, architecture, and all these attractions. So one of the major, you know, like areas now worldwide, there's like annually like 5 or 6, you know, like conferences and workshops, you know, like developed by the World Tourism Organization to promote gastronomy as a great attraction to many cities and places worldwide. For example, Barcelona, they receive like 11 million tourists per year and the population is only 1.5 million. And one of the areas, you know, like Egyptian, like Spanish cuisine, the tapas, you know, like, and its complements is becoming, you know, like popular worldwide. And many people would like to go to enjoy, you know, like the gypsy music, you know, like the food and, you know, like the Arab civilization background. So the same thing here in Egypt, we have, you know, like to upgrade, you know, like, and develop our cuisine. There is a major setback in Egyptian cuisine, which is excess. Like people add too much salt, or they can add too much sugar. So really you have to modify and develop our menus because people like it, but we have to make it, you know, like fit for visitors. This is one area. Another area is like special, you know, like tours, like many tours worldwide has been to architecture. You know, like only visitors come to visit, you know, like architecture in one city and in one area. Third one is like the oasis. Because in Europe, you know, like there is like a very, very strong passion for Siwa, you know, like Anuhat oasis because of the legend of Alexander the Great going there and being nominated, appointed as a pharaoh. And it's very pristine nature over there and the medical tourism associated with it. So really, and Alamein now currently has been developed to be a major attraction for this. So this is one of the areas that we can develop the oasis, the Egyptian cuisine, and the special tours, you know, like which people go for, you know, like from time to time.
Doctor, mentioning special tours, you're an expert in the field of incentives and conferences. How can we encourage that in Egypt and what do we need?
Well, tourism, you know, like MICE meeting incentives and exhibitions, you know, like had been neglected for a while, but really this is one of the greatest attractions to promote a location. If you look at Vegas City, people say it is for gambling, but actually, like 70% of people going there, they're going to attend conventions and congresses and meetings and incentives. They receive 7 million tourists a month. Dubai has been, you know, like very successful and very popular as a hub for incentives, travel and exhibitions and attractions. So, like I've been there many times, so really you have to work on this model because historically the visitor, you know, like, or the delegates of a meeting or incentive is the highest paid because, you know, like if we have like 7 or 10 types of tourists, the most expensive one or the most rewarding one is the delegates of meeting and incentives and exhibition. So we have to focus and develop our facilities to attract meeting and incentive trade shows to make Egypt, you know, like popular in this area again.
Okay, sir, the government now is working on attracting tourism and activating this field one more time. What is the most important step that the government should start with?
Actually, there's a strategy that's currently being implemented, you know, like by Her Excellency Dr. Rani Al-Mashat, which have a strategic plan to double, you know, like the number of tourism officers worldwide, again, to upgrade the quality, you know, like of the tourist attraction facilities we have, because this could be some time drawbacks from time to time. So this is another area Thirdly, the road shows that have been developed, like to tour world capitals, like and major generating markets, like for incoming tourism to Egypt, inbound tourism. So this is another area. Thirdly, there have been alliances, like with airlines, with major, like hotel corporations like the Marriott, like the Interconti, like the Hilton. They've been, and the Steigenberger, they've been doubling, like the number of the hotel rooms in areas like Marsa Alam and Alamein. And let us remember now Egypt have a variety of attractions. We have the new capital, which is going to be a great hub with a new airport. We have the Suez Canal Investment Zone, which is attracting businesses and new manufacturing corporations. We have an excellent education system. We have like about 50 international nationalities staying in Egypt, students from many countries to study, like in specific areas which Egypt excel in.
Well, Dr. Yehia, we need to talk more about it, but unfortunately we have to wrap up this segment. I'd like to thank you very much, Dr. Yehia Abdel, the professor of tourism and hotel management, as well as mass communication, and the former advisor and consultant for the Egyptian Tourism Authority. Thank you very much, Doctor, for this interview.
Thank you very much for inviting me to such interesting episode of your program.
Thank you, Doctor. And now we're moving to a quick break, so please stay tuned.